some of the positives is it's showed people that we're living in a different society. So I think it's just like showing the fact that we can survive through hard times, because most of our generation now, we haven't seen something like this, like in this big of a scale.
2. Secure Australians' jobs and livelihoods.
Jobs are so important as part of our plan to ensure Australia moves through these difficult months ahead. We need to reduce unemployment. We need to get businesses open.
Hey guys, and we're back for another episode in the pandemic, business as usual. Last week, we looked into the interesting stories of people dealing with the lockdown outside of work. Who knew toilet paper would be such a vital item during this pandemic? With supermarket workers on the front line, they are deemed essential because of the vital access for food and household items. Today, I was lucky enough to talk to Nicole, who was happy enough to tell me her experiences and stories throughout this pandemic. Hi Nicole, how's it going? Thank you for joining me. I've been joking about this situation throughout the whole pandemic a lot, but with the toilet paper, how have you guys actually been handling it from the get-go?
We've been handling it, all right, considering. Just like a lot of different limits and different protocols put in place to protect not only us and make like shopping easier on everybody else. It was really hard at the start because even if you did have toilet paper and you would try and go out with it, people would just like bombard you. But we've been doing all right with it, and the stock is slowly coming back up, so.
That's the main thing, at least it's all progressing throughout it all. And the limits on it has, I reckon, helped a lot.
It's helped so much. And the fact that we had like a 1 limit per person really helped as well.
How has social distancing going on at work to obviously protect you guys and the customers, since it is a big customer service environment?
Yeah. So we've been implementing a lot of more hygiene practices and like more social distancing rules. So we never used to have people on the door for hygienic purposes, but now we do that, spray down the trolleys and give people hand sanitizer. We have screens now to protect us and the customer when we're interacting and packing their bags. Also, don't pack any bags that they bring into the store for our safety. We also wear gloves. There's a lot of different practices we put in place, and specifically social distancing. When it was around Easter time, we made sure we had counters on the door to count the people coming in and out, so we weren't breaking any social distancing laws about how many maximum and minimum people are in the store too. So a lot of things have changed, but yeah.
Interesting how different work is though compared to before COVID-19, after COVID-19. It's crazy. Going on to social distancing, customer service, I wanted to ask, did you ever get worried about your own health?
I was worried at the start just because I do online shopping, and being away from customers, it was all right at the start. But them cancelling online shopping for a period of time and being back into service and having to deal with customers, it was a bit worrying. That it's also coming into work, just knowing that there's that possibility, it's also a bit scary. But at the same time, I knew that there was a lot of practices we had in place, and if we ever felt the need to go wash our hands, we could at any time.
That's good. They were really considerate about people's safety, and they were very good with making sure everyone was sanitised, clean. Going back onto the toilet paper, with stuff being at the time, we've got a lot of product back now, as you said. Also, Is there specific items or stuff that are still out of stock?
So we have a lot of things in stock again now. At the start, we didn't have any of the essentials. So like tissues, hand sanitizer, bread, like pasta, rice.
It's just like changed the whole customer service like experience, I guess. Having to tell people as they're at the register, hey, sorry, we have limits on these things, you're not able to purchase them. It's made everything different. We have to be cautious around people now even more.
But most of that's back in stock now. The only things that aren't really back in stock, what we have low stock of, is like disinfectant wipes, like cleaning wipe. We only have like 2 specific brands of toilet paper that we sell now at the moment, and that goes for hand sanitizer as well. We only have a certain brand, but everything else we have virtually back.
And that's good, since it kind of downfalled for people with getting supplies or anything like that, and actually maintaining that hygiene. A lot of people have lost their jobs because of COVID-19, and I did hear on the news they implemented to hire more people and to help them out, as it was getting pretty busy, and I guess that was the only place customers could go out to. So how were they going about with the hiring process and the trainees and all that? Because I'm guessing you wouldn't know the hiring process.
No. So the training, I think it was like the same as like a normal training process for a new employee. They had to do all their training online, and then in store. The only thing that was different, I think, this time around was the people got trained in each department. They had at the start like shifts in different departments of the store. So even though most of them are now in in service, they got trained to do like a bit of long life stuff. They got trained to do a bit of deli stuff, a bit of bakery stuff. And I think that was mostly just to like help out when we did get busy. But yeah, they've hired a fair few people, and it's needed because we got really busy, even though we shouldn't be busy because social distancing, like lockdown laws, all of that type of stuff.
It's been alright. Where I work, they're really good at helping you if you feel at all unsafe, to they have protocols to help you feel safe. So my shifts have been normal. The only difference is coming from doing basically onlines for majority of my shifts to now being back into service and serving customers. That's really the only difference with me.
It's allowed people to get more jobs at least. Yeah, that's the main thing. And at least it helped you guys out, so it was less stress and a weight off your shoulders, I guess. Yeah. So going on to Woolworths employees, it's got one, I guess, question with your thoughts and opinions for. On TikTok, there has been a lot of videos of, I guess, they take the fun out of some things, despite it being a bad time for people, it's brightened people's mood.
And if you said, where's the toilet paper? I would say aisle 7 to the right hand side, if we have any.
It's humanised the employees more for customers and has actually shed some form of insight or joy, as there have been people creating funny videos or dancing at work. What are your opinions of it?
So I got TikTok, and I love all of the TikToks that are made from Woolies employees. I've seen ones of the security guard and the girl dancing, and I've seen the one of the guy on the speakerphone.
Thank you for choosing Woolworths, the fresh food people, with the fresh ideas to do.
And I think it just brightens people's days, and it shows that we as workers, like, we're human too.
The support you get from customers working and them just praising you for doing your job, which is, it's different because it's put people like us like in a different light to people that we probably wouldn't have been there before.
We're just trying to do our job at the end of the day, and you gotta just have some fun in like dark times.
Well, thank you, Nicole, for joining me today. And thank you guys for watching. It was interesting to hear your stories and experiences, Nicole, and what changes had happened within the workplace. Tune in for the next episode as we talk to someone whose job consists of being surrounded by our furry, feathers, and scaly friends.